So, hi. Today we'll learn how to make a carpet look realistic from a Google image. Something like this. Even if the texture is not a good quality. So, to create this, what I did was basically started with the plane. It's 200 to 130. Yeah, you can make one dimension larger. I'll show you a trick. Make length increments on 100 and 100 here. Put a shell modifier, something like 1 centimeter here. Put a turbo smooth, and before the turbo smooth, let's put an edit poly. Isolate this, select polygons, click this, and this will select only the polygons that are below. Delete them. This is the carpet now. Without deleting the polygons, it looks like this, which is wrong. That's why I deleted the polygons below. So, this is the texture I created, but let's make it from scratch. Take Corona legacy material here. Here. Go to the diffuse color here, bitmap, select the rag. If the rag is cropped correctly, and make sure you fill in gaps that, any white gaps that this might have because of the cropping. If the carpet is larger, there is a trick you can do to make it exactly the same aspect ratio as the texture. Go here, put a UV, WMap, this one, and do a bitmap fit, and select this bitmap. Now, you go below here, make sure this is pressed, and lower this slowly with Alt and left click, dragging down until you have something like this. So now you're sure that this is the same aspect ratio as the image you found. So I have a basic lighting setup here, just a room with some window openings, Corona sun, and an environment Corona sky here. And also I press this so it can create a light mix with some layers. We will see this later. And also Corona camera here. Okay, let's go to the camera. Let's go here and do a rendering. So this is a carpet with just the diffuse texture. To make it more realistic, first of all, we can take this, copy, and paste it to Bob. See here, double click, you already see some fake extrusion happening here. So if I press render, yeah, you can see some fake displacement. But because this is bound mainly on the bitmap size, bitmap texture, you will get this is an image that is about not so big. It's 1K image, basically, something like this. So it's not big enough. If it was big, maybe you could use it as a displacement as well, but for this scenario, I will show you how it looks with this texture as a displacement, because displacement is what gives the carpet more feel to it, you know. So I took this, placed it here, instance, and render. Yeah, it looks much better now with the very low values here, 0.2 centimeters. Keep in mind I work in centimeters, but it looks very, very fake. It's like a piece of, I don't know, a biscuit, a cookie, something like that. So to make it more realistic, I will recommend go here and put the cellular map. What this does, if you see this here, press instance, so everything you do here affects this as well, is yeah, you won't see a lot of stuff because it depends on the size. Let's do this interactive rendering so you can see better what's going on in a bigger surface. So if I go here and put this value much higher, you get something like this, which as well looks like a biscuit again. Yeah, you know, the ones that you dip in the milk to eat in the morning. Yeah, press region, so something like there. Let's do this. Something happened to the interactive. Yeah, for some reason it doesn't update. I don't know why. Okay, for this to be nice, you have to go here and put a very low value, something like this. This is basically, if you remember the circles, let's see this again. It was something like this. So this basically is the size of each of these spheres. So we need this a lot smaller. Let's see how it looks. Yeah, a very big chunk of, yeah, it has a lot of extrusion here. Basically this is too much now. Let's go this 202 centimeters. It's something like 2 millimeters. Let's go here. It's already starting to look nice. This line here, this white line here, is because of the UV. This UV here. To get rid of it, increase this a bit. Yeah. So this is a nice carpet. Maybe we can go even smaller here. This is how high are these strains of hair. Basically, I overdone this, sorry. This white area here. Oh. Yeah, it's a bit annoying. Let's go perspective and see it better. So the camera is from here, and that you see here. Yeah. Oh yeah, what I usually do in these circumstances is go here, make this a little bigger. Make sure you do this. Control left click here and do Control Shift I to invert the selection and Shift backspace. Content aware. Let's do if this works. See if this works. I don't know if it's gonna work. No, it didn't work. Of course, it didn't work. So let's take this. Control J. Control Shift C. Control V. Wrong. Yeah, I'm not sure this is gonna work, sorry. This is basically a problem with the UV. Which is weird because I have done this copy before, this did not happen. Something like this maybe. Yeah, I'm trying to do it with a simple way to not confuse you with unwrap and stuff like that. That's why I insist on doing this way. Yeah, this does not work for some reason. Maybe the shell, we can do it a little, not so much. To render again. Basically, it's because the UV is stretching over there. So let's try now to make it a little bigger. I hope this works. If not, we'll continue to other stuff. Okay, so now doesn't work, doesn't matter. Let's go here and let's try to do something different, maybe something like this. If you increase the size, the hairs are going to be thicker in some situations. This is also the case. See this? And you can go even further and go in here. I put something like noise map. And be careful now, because the white color here is the one that says how much it extrudes the top direction. So if you go into the noise, so this is the top, how much is extruded in the top direction. This is how much is extruded in the down direction. So if you go in here and leave this black, it will interfere with these colors here, which is not nice, that's not correct. So we take this lighter color here, copy, paste it into the black, and make it a little more white, something like this. So now and decrease this noise a lot, so we can add some variation here and some texture, you know. So it doesn't feel so artificial. Yeah, 0. Maybe this. One easy way to check this, to check this value here, is to take this copy, put another material here, make this as a diffuse color, and for test purposes put this material on it and do rendering. This way you will see a lot better what's going on, especially if you go here and do this red and maybe green. You can see that you don't see nothing about any red colors, so that means if this is very small or very large, usually. So increase it a bit, yeah. Zero 7. Also do it fractal. Yeah, I think that should work. So 007 fractal, 007 fractal. And again we take this material here and put it here. And yes, we created a little more texture here. Can also try to this, make it a little more harsh by increasing this. We can also now go here and do this smaller, and also let's add one more trick in this material. Go to here put the freshener, sorry, fall off, keep the old material, and let's try with the default values. Every fabric has some differences in the surfaces the light hits. And usually all fabrics have this. So we take this, copy it here, put a color correction here, keep it as old map, advanced, and we make the faces that the light hits lighter, and this again color correction, keep, make this darker. So now this behaves more like a true fabric. If we see it as a whole, oh sorry, always looks at the camera. Let's go to the camera. Here, interactive sees only the camera. The rendering, sorry. So make sure always the carpet is smooth here, and also the corners are smooth. Make sure it has some kind of displacement, some kind of fall off. And also the bump. Put the same diffuse as the bump. Which a little something more extra, you know. Go here to the light area. And you will see the carpet. And always use a 3D map for displacement, because 3D maps are perfect basically for doing displacement. If you use a texture as displacement, it is bound on the texture size and dimensions. So if you have a pretty low quality image, it won't work well. And also depends on what is visible in the texture. Some textures work well as a displacement, but some others do not work at all. That's it. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, let me know. So I will be glad to answer them. Feel free to comment, share, follow the channel, and you can also show me if you created something with this method, and if it helped you. I would love to hear about it. Thank you. Bye bye.